What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns franchise here on Madden 26. Today, we start the Year 3 playoffs. And not only is it the Year 3 playoffs, but we, the Cleveland Browns, are the best team in those playoffs, at least in the AFC side of things. We won the number one seed in the entire AFC conference, going 15-2 in what can only be described as a disappointing AFC North this year. We won the division with like 6 games to go. It was a rough division this year, which is surprising because the Ravens last year also had 15 wins. So now instead of them having 15 wins, now we have it's weird. It's really weird how it worked this year. But I'm not going to complain about it because we were unbelievably good after that week 5 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. We did not lose a single game again. We were unbelievable. And we were killing teams, not just beating them barely. We were dominating. We look really good on offense and on defense and on special teams. We look good. We are all around the 3 factors of a good football team. We are good at all of it. And that is a great time to go to the playoffs because not only do we get the first round bye for the first time in the series, but we have home field advantage all the way through. We can control our own destiny to get back to a Super Bowl and win back to back. That's the goal. So if you go to enjoy, let's do this. Hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to help me get there and join the Juice Club. We've got the AFC Divisional round matchup today, and also we'll talk about the stats from the season because I at the end of the last video I ran out of time, and so I could not go through the stats, but we will go through the stats to start this episode. So let's get into it. The Browns playoff run as defending champions starts now. And here we are, picking up right where we left off, right as I had to end the video. We will take a look at the stats in a second, but here is the playoff bracket. We are the 1 seed in the AFC side. The Cowboys are the 1 seed in the NFC side. The Bears lost like 2 games in a row to end the season. They fell to the 2 seed. But it's going to be Broncos and Chargers, Bills and Jets, and Titans and Raiders in the AFC wild card. And then the NFC wild card, it's Bears Lions, Niners Seahawks, and Buccaneers Eagles is the matchup that my camera is covering. So that is your playoffs for year number 3. But let's take a look at the stats. Julian Enriquez, 2,600 yards, 31 touchdowns to just 10 interceptions. If we take a look at that, his career so far, 2 years, his first year last year when he won the Super Bowl, not very many touchdowns. I was very nervous throwing the ball with Julian Enriquez last year. But this year I got a lot more confident. I threw for 200 more yards, and I threw for way more touchdowns. I did still throw around the same amount of interceptions, but that's just what it's going to happen when I'm throwing the football. So, but a way better completion percentage. I think this is a much, much obviously better season than Julian Enriquez, and this shows the future that he has. Very excited about that. Very, very excited. Shador had a fine backup season, nothing too crazy. Rushing numbers, we did end up getting Jonathan Taylor and Quinshon Judkins both over that 1,000-yard mark. Taylor ended up getting 1,000 yards or 1,015 yards with 12 touchdowns, averaging 8.1 per carry is crazy. But we saw those holes that he was running through most of the season. He did have 3 fumbles though. Quinshon ended up getting 1,007 yards, 6.2 per carry, with 11 touchdowns and 2 fumbles. And then Bashal Tutin is the number 3, was a very good running back. He ended up having 84 attempts, 570 yards and 84 attempts is great. 6.8 per carry, 5 touchdowns. I'm very happy with this 3-headed monster running back. At receiver, even with 2,600 yards, nobody reached over 600 yards receiving. Devontae Smith was a fantastic number 1, as we knew he would be, and as he was last year as well. Traylon Burks, he did get benched later in the season, but this is a lot of stuff he did early in the season. He was a very much a go-to guy early in the season. But then the man that replaced him, Eddie Velasco, comes in, puts up 5 touchdowns, 431 yards. He's a menace. Harold Fannin was a great tight end. Jerry Jeudy was always a great number 2 wide receiver, but he is going to get traded after this playoff run. Jonathan Taylor and Quinshon were great running backs out of the backfield, receiving, and then Conrad Scholes will probably surpass Harold Fannin to start year number 4. As offensively, we didn't get sacked one time this year. Oh my God. Did I not get sacked at all? Hold on. No, I got sacked one time. I got sacked one time all year. but it's not showing me who allowed that sack. It says everybody here has 0 sacks allowed. So I don't know who allowed the sack. Apparently it's a mystery sack. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're not counting it because it wasn't in the pocket. Maybe I got sacked rolling out of the pocket, and they don't count that as somebody, one of the offensive linemen allowing one. But that's crazy. To only get sacked one time all year is insane. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah puts up 94 tackles. He's great. Schlesinger has 80, 62 for the new addition Kyle Hamilton, 53 for Marlon Humphrey. So the Ravens free agent signings end up being really good. Myles Garrett puts up 44 tackles, 32 for loss, which is just mind-bogglingly stupid, and 18 and a half sacks. Now, I did check. Princely, the I forget what his name is. Whatever his name is, he ended up getting 19. So he does surpass Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett doesn't get the sack lead this year, but 18 and a half after what he had been doing is fantastic. If we go to his stats, so the past couple of years, this is all 3 years that we've played. He had 10 sacks in year 1, he had 9 in year 2, and then 18 and a half in year 3. He really stepped it up. Very happy for him. That's what I was asking for all the whole time, the whole series. Mason Graham had a very good third season in the league with 14 tackles for loss, 12 for Mike Hall Jr., 11 for Schlesinger, 10 for Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and then 10 for Chase Young. And sack leader obviously was Myles Garrett. 9.5 for Mason Graham. He was great this year. Mike Hall Jr. had 6, Young had 5, J.C. Horn had 2 from the cornerback position, and Mike Green had 2. Koramoah and Schlesinger both had 1. And then interceptions. We actually forced a good amount of interceptions, which is not something my teams usually do. But 2 for Bishop, 2 for Hamilton, and 2 for Humphrey, and then 1 for J.C. Horn, Schlesinger, JOK, Overshone, and Matt Marshall. I'm pretty sure the one that Overshone caught was like right to him, which is pretty funny. And then kicking-wise, we only missed 1 field goal this year, but I made a 56-yarder, which is pretty good. And I missed 1 extra point because I'm stupid. That's the reason we missed the extra point. But very good numbers from Enrique Escobar. We punted 1 time all year. I just don't like to punt. And then kick returns. We didn't have a single kick return touchdown this year, which is fine. And we didn't have a single punt return touchdown this year. I'm probably going to move Deion Brooks out of the punt return spot for year 4. But he was fine right there. And then team stats. We were the 9th best offense in football. Our defense was also very good. We were the best defensive team in football this year. Allowed the least amount of yards. We allowed a lot of rushing yards, but you know what? It's good. It's fine. Whatever. We allowed 28 points per game, which honestly is pretty good considering we had 2 shutouts this year, so it could have been even higher than that. We allowed 32 passing touchdowns, 29 rushing touchdowns, and 307 rushing yards. So we ended up with a very good offense. Oh, no, that was our stuff. I thought that was everything. That's my bad. That's all of our offensive stuff. That's my bad. Hold on. So we had 2,900 rushing yards. That's okay. I read that wrong. This is all the stuff that we did. On defense, we only allowed 166 points all year. That's right. Okay, so that's my bad. I got that all mixed up. We still did have the best defense in football, which is correct from what I said, but I was reading that wrong. For some reason, I thought it was offense and then defense, but it was offense all the way, and then this is the defense stat. So that's my bad. I read that wrong. But our defense was legendary this year. Conversion rate, we had 52 third down conversions on 104 attempts, which is good for 50%. 27 fourth down conversions. We attempted it 42 times and had a 64% rate. We went 2 for 2 on 2-point conversions, which is pretty cool. And then red zone efficiency. How efficient were we in the red zone? Where are we? We had 77 red zone trips, 44 offensive touchdowns, 4 field goals. That's good for a 57% offensive rate, or offensive red zone point percentage. We had red zone trips 28 defensively, allowed 11 touchdowns, 4 field goals, good for a 39 defensive points percentage. We had 20 penalties for 180 yards, which, you know what, is not as penalized as it felt. I felt like we were up here with the 70s, and so it felt like we were getting penalized every single game, multiple times. And then turnovers, we know we had 11 interceptions thrown, or 10 interceptions thrown. Where are we? Where are you? Would I pass? Where are we? Oh, there we are. We had 1 turnover differential. We had 17 giveaways, 12 interceptions, because Shador threw a couple. 5 fumbles lost between Quinshawn and Jonathan Taylor. 50 or 18 takeaways, 11 defensive interceptions, and 3 fumble recoveries. So it's good enough for a 1 turnover difference. Okay. I'd say that's pretty solid. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We are the 9th best coach in the legacy leaderboard right now, though. And if we win another Super Bowl, we'll probably climb into the top 5, I would think. So now that we've taken a look at the stats, we've taken a look at all this stuff, the playoff bracket, let's actually see who our matchup is against in this game today. It is going to be, in the AFC Divisional round, the LA Chargers. Yeah. Okay. So the Chargers we played earlier this year, and they were actually one of the teams that gave us a little bit of competition. That was like the first game since the Bengal game where the team that we were playing against actually put up a fight. The teams before that game didn't really do that. So this Charger team could be a little tricky. The bracket is us and the Chargers. Well, the Broncos lost. That's kind of crazy. Bills and Titans. God, I hope it's the Titans, not the Bills. The Cowboys and the Bucks, and the Bears move on, so the Bears and the Niners. There is still a chance that it's Browns-Bears Part 2. We'll see. We got to get through the Chargers first, which is the game of today's episode. Only one game today, as we do in the playoffs. We go game by game to give a focus on these playoffs. Home field advantage, I mean, it's got to happen. It's got to be us, right? We cannot lose in our first time being the number 1 seed. That would be so embarrassing. It cannot happen. It will not happen. I won't allow it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, there's Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. They sprang the big upset last week, knocking off the number 2 seed. See if they have any more magic left in store. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His guys, the number 1 seed, the extra week to get ready.
It is a snowy day here in Cleveland, Lantis, as we take on the LA Chargers. This actually works in our favor massively because the Chargers play in a dome. They play in LA. It doesn't snow in LA, so we can take this advantage. It's cold, it's windy, it's snowing. There's no way that Justin Herbert can play good in this kind of weather. It's just not happening. This is our advantage. The Bears just lost, by the way. I just looked down the bottom of the ticker. It will not be a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. The Niners have beaten the number 2 seeded Chicago Bears, Bears, and they will move on to the NFC Championship. Wow. Chicago goes down. They actually gave us a good game in the Super Bowl last year, but they will not be back. Maybe we won't be back either if we allow Marion Hampton to put 11 yards per carry on us. We got to tighten that up a little bit, but that's crazy. The Bears are done. The Bills are moving on to the AFC Championship, so we know who's the opponent if we are able to win this. It will be the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, which we had to play in the playoffs last year to get to the AFC Championship, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we played them in the AFC Championship. Did we play them? I don't remember who we played in the AFC Championship, but I know we played the Bills at some point during that playoff run. Whether it was divisional round, wild card, or I don't think it was a wild card, but divisional round or no, the wild cards are the Jaguars. That's right. We had to go on the road to Jacksonville. That's right. I don't remember who the divisional round was against. It might have been against the Bills. As JOK shuts down the QB sneak, and the Chargers will punt the ball back. They should have just kept running the ball with Amari Hampton. It was working. It was working, but they start to go in a different scheme, and it doesn't work for them. And here comes Julian Enriquez, Super Bowl MVP in his rookie season. First quarterback in history to do that. And he will come onto the field. He had a really good year. 31 touchdowns is great. Fantastic work. But this is a running game. This is Quinshawn. This is Jonathan Taylor. This is Bashal Tootin. I would not be shocked if I threw under 7 passes today. I probably won't be able to do that, but I'm just saying, like, if that's the game plan we have to go with, I am not opposed to not throwing the ball. If it means winning the game on the ground, then we will do just that. Although we're going to have to throw it here on 3rd down because the Chargers' run defense wants to be pretty good. That's okay. We've got the receivers. We got the horses. We got the horses to win these races. And I'm going to find the wrong horse right there. It's a drop pass by Eddie Velasco. That was not the right decision. I will admit that. But we're not punting the ball. We punted the ball one time during the season. You think I'm going to punt the ball in the playoffs on my own 23? Are you insane in the membrane? They're going to give me the first down there. I am not complaining. That's about as close as of a call as you can get. And usually it does not go in my favor. That time it did, thankfully. But the Chargers, they seem to be really opposed to us running the football. Let's see what the blocking looks like for JT. I mean, Jonathan Taylor averaged 8 yards a carry during the regular season. I mean, it was just insane holes opening every single play for Jonathan Taylor. Not on that one, though. We are under a minute in the first quarter. 3rd down and 7. And I think Fannin has it. Harold will hold on for the first down. I thought he dropped it for a second. Harold Fannin, big catch. Strong hands. God gave him big hands and a strong grip for a reason. To catch footballs in the snow during a Cleveland Brown playoff run as Quinshon Judkins takes a big gash down the field to the 47. Now it's starting to open up. The cold weather's getting to these South Cali boys. Handoff to Quinshon, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 7 is where we'll start the second. Let's go with a little mesh spot. You know, I love my mesh spots. I love my underneath routes. I love the little short stuff, the little 3-yard passes. And Devontae Smith, I thought he was going to do his classic break tackle there, but he does not get the chance to do so. And I'm going to send him deep. It's going to be either Jerry Jeudy or Harold Fannin here. Unless Devontae gets open, I got to hit Jerry Jeudy. He's too open, and he's going to have himself the first down. Jerry Jeudy delivers in what could be his final playoff game if we lose this. His final game as a Brown. I don't think we're going to lose it, though. I have confidence. I believe. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Quinshon, he's getting a lot of the carries today. Quinshon is the bell cow right now. But here comes JT. Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Handoff. Taylor. Good tackle by 95. Stops Jonathan Taylor a yard short. Can we get the blocking necessary to get this first down? No, it doesn't look like it. But Quinshon finds a way anyway. It did not look like we were going to get that first down at all. They got immediate pressure. Somehow Quinshon finds an open lane and squeezes through. He got skinny and got the first down. We're going to screen pass to Quinshon. The blocking's not there, but Quinshon almost slipped it. Great tackle by number 24 there. Not sure who that is, but he got a good tackle. He wrapped the leg. The blocking was not on point for the screen pass. That is for sure. Ooh, that's underneath. That's Jerry Jeudy, and that's a big play. Jerry Jeudy down the field. Huge catch for him. That is a first down. We'll try the halfback stretch. It's going to be Quinshon running it. If Lachey and Scholes can bring the edge pressure away, it should work. Quinshon squeezes. Touchdown Cleveland. The Browns are on the board in the AFC Divisional. The blocking worked. Trey Seatright got out there and blocked the other guy. And Quinshon will find his way to the end zone as Enrique Escobar misses the field goal. I forgot that he can't kick in the snow. Or misses the extra point, I mean. I forgot that Enrique Escobar can't kick in the snow. Oh, I forgot. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, that's brutal. That's real brutal right there. All right, whatever. I guess we're going to have to go for 2. We haven't played many snow games in this series. We played a couple, but we haven't played many. And this one's not even like the Blizzard snow game that you can get. This is just a normal snow game. But Enrique Escobar, even he went to Ohio University. You'd think he'd be able to kick in the snow if he needed to, or at least the cold weather. But I mean, I put that as good as you could have it, and the power was good and everything. He just kind of kicked it like it was a beach ball or something. Ooh, that's right, David Njoku. I forgot. We sent David Njoku over here. We played him early in the season, and he had a very good game. Like, he was the main threat in that game. And I'm assuming he's going to be continuing doing that today if Justin Herbert can get him the ball. They're going to hand out to the running back, and that's blown up by Chase Young. It'll be a 3 and out. The Predator is on the hunt. He brings down the running back. That wasn't even Amarian Hampton. It was somebody else for a loss on the play. 1:18 to go in the half. A minute less than that now. A minute and 12 now to go in the half, as we will have the football to start the second half. We can't rely on a field goal. We have to either score a touchdown or get no points. That's really the situation that we're in right now. And it looks like no points because the run game is not working against the Chargers. They did their homework. Although Eddie Velasco holds on, but he fumbled it. No, that was on the ground. That was on the ground. Clearly on the ground. Clearly on the ground, as Jeremy Chin, playing for the Chargers now, got that recovery. Are they going to review it? Okay, it's just going to be a natural booth review. They're going to overturn it. The ball was forced out by the ground. You can't have the ground force a fumble. That's not how it works. Give me this ball back. Clearly not a fumble. The knee was even down before the ball came out. So that was clearly a turnover or not a turnover. It was just a bad call by the referees, but I get they have to let it play out and then they can have a chance to review it. I understand. Thankfully, they give the right choice, but then they go and give us a holding call or maybe a block in the back. Okay, yep, it's a block in the back. I forgot to change it again, didn't I? I forgot to lower it again. I hate myself. I want to die. Okay. So instead of having a really good run by Jonathan Taylor, Harold Fannin cost us a little bit there, but we'll give him the chance to redeem himself. He does fine. 2nd and 3, 25 seconds. Let's go with the verticals. Try to hit Fannin across the middle. Or maybe Velasco if nobody follows him. Or just Quinshawn underneath, I guess, is the best way to do that. And then call another timeout. We got one remaining. One Timmy remaining. Who do we trust? Who in their right mind do we trust? Eddie Velasco, back of the end zone. Intercepted by the Chargers, but he stepped out of bounds without getting 2 feet in. They're going to booth review it. Oh my God, do not call this inbounds, please. Please do not call this inbounds. Did he get 2 feet down? I didn't even see. It's hard to tell. He got 1 down, I think. Where did that right? The angle's not good. I can't see where that foot went down. I guess it's up to the review. What'd they say? It is Browns football. Whew. That was a little sketchy. A little bit sketchy. Where is my one? I want my one play. Eddie Velasco, I want my play action deep shot, but I don't see it. Why can't I not? I don't remember what formation it's in, is the only problem. Oh, no. I don't know what formation it's in. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll just pick something else. I wanted my play action post, deep post with Velasco. That's what I was going to call before the booth review. But maybe he's got this one. Eddie Velasco trying. I was trying to kind of bait a penalty there, too. It didn't end up working. Let's try and get ourselves... What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Do we just want to go verticals? I think we just want to go... That's not what I wanted to do. I got to call timeout now. I picked the wrong play. Oops. I wanted to go with just a classic 4 verticals. I think we just chuck it up to Jerry Jeudy and see what he can do. He's our best jump ball receiver. Maybe Jerry's got some magic in him. Jerry Jeudy. It goes out of bounds. We don't get any points at half. But you know what? There was a lot of stuff that went wrong in the end of that second quarter there. It's only 6-0. It should be 7-0, but it's annoying. Stupid extra point can't be made for some reason. I didn't do anything differently than I normally do. It's like he was kicking a rock. Here is the 49ers and Bears game. We know the Bears lost, but how... Oh my God, it is a blizzard in Soldier Field. I can't even see what's happening. Purdy threw it to somebody caught it. Oh, it was Ricky Pearsall who caught it in the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, maybe he's in the end zone. I can't tell. The referee thought it was a touchdown catch. The Bills and the Titans. I think the Bills won, right? So they're going to be who we play if we win this game. Josh Allen in the shadow of his own end zone fires it. I mean, it's going to be like a 90-yard touchdown pass. Is that Keon Coleman? It's somebody. The Bills will move on to the AFC Championship to play either us or the Chargers. Yep, there's the AFC Divisional round. We're trying to get through. Oh man, this has been a game. This has been a first half of it has been one of those halves. In the snow, in the weather. Now there's a chance that it could be snowing again next week when we play the Bills if we're able to win this game. I'm hoping that we do win the game. Oh, Enriquez has been good. Judkins has been great. McConkey doesn't have a catch yet. They've got Ray Davis. I didn't realize that. He must have been the one that Chase Young tackled for the 4th down. And we will start with the football. All right, boys. I'm okay winning the game 6-0 if that's how it happens. I mean, it's not going to look pretty, but when you're trying to win a Super Bowl, no game needs to be pretty, as long as you win the games. So let's get back to the run game. Start the clock moving. Wear down the Chargers. Make sure that they stay out here on the field for a while so they get tired, they get cold. Oh, what a juke from Quinshon, even in the snow. He's still on his feet. Quinshon Judkins. He's going to make it to the house. Quinshon Judkins. What a run. Oh, he's feeling it today. How in the world did he stay on his feet there? He did the juke and broke the ankles of a player and then broke another tackle, stayed on his feet, and just had the acceleration. He almost slipped himself. And then he broke another tackle. I don't even know what happened there. we gotta take a look at that. The instant replay is going to be needed. And they're telling me to go for 2 here. I would have went for it anyway, but Quinshon Judkins' first play from scrimmage in the first half, or the second half, he gets a huge hole, he jukes out a man, stays on his feet, and then breaks another tackle from whoever this is, 35, and then gets lucky that Devontae Smith comes in to block, squeezes through, and then has the speed to get away. Quinshon Judkins running away from his problems, getting to the house. Look at this bad man rumble. Look at the hair as well. The hair's going crazy. The hair is going absolutely insane. What a playoff moment right here. Let's zoom in just a little bit. There we go. That's the thummy. All right. And we will go for 2 to try to make it a 2-score game officially with 14 points, like it always should have been. And you know what? I'm going to actually send Velasco on a speed out because I'm going to believe that he's going to be open. Corner of the end zone, knocked incomplete. I didn't throw it quick enough. That's my fault. That's my fault. I was open. It was there. I just didn't throw it quick enough. I should have snapped it. Boom, throw it. But I waited like a half a second longer, and that's what allowed the corner to catch up. Not Mustard. He caught up. But it's still 12-0. It's still a 2 possession game. There's no way the Chargers can move the football. They haven't moved the football all game so far. There's no way they can do it now. I don't believe. That's a good tackle by Jahad Campbell. Gain of 2 on that one. Can we get some pressure on Herbert? Can we get some pressure on Herbert? Oh, he's got the time in the pocket. He fires and incomplete. He kind of had like 2 different receivers in the area, but it just went in between both of them. It was weird decision-making from Herbert. And now it's a 3rd down and 8. He fires it quickly, caught by his receiver. Big hit stick from Kyle Hamilton, but he holds on to the football. 1st down, L.A. Mitchell, is that Adonai Mitchell? I'm not sure who that would be. It could be a auto-generate guy, but I think it's Adonai Mitchell. Oh my God, Myles Garrett. He just abused Omarion Hampton there. Wow. That's the Myles Garrett that I know and love. Loss of 4 on the play. They're doubling Mike Hall Jr., who gets just bodied to the ground. Schlesinger shuts down Ray Davis, a gain of nothing. I feel like that should have been a loss of a couple, but whatever. Schlesinger makes a big play. And now it is 3rd and 14 for the LA Chargers. They're in desperation mode at this point. I feel like I'm getting held, but JOK comes in and sacks the quarterback. Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. Oh, is he like a robot and needs a battery or needs a plug-in? He ran out of juice. He needed to get plugged into the wall. Oh, a sack to end the drive for the Chargers. That is a huge play for the defense, and we will get the ball back up 12 here late in the 3rd quarter. Deion Brooks with a decent punt return. That's one of his better ones he's had. Looked promising. Enriquez has done just enough. We haven't had to do anything. The running game has been good now. Let's get some more time off the clock if we can. Although Quinshawn just wants to break tackles like crazy. He's got 11 for 112. This has been his day. I didn't think that he would be the bulk of the carries. I thought it would be more balanced like it had been all season, but he has had bulk of the carries, and he's done really well with them. I'm not mad that he's had bulk of the carries because it also keeps Jonathan Taylor more fresh for possible AFC Championship / Super Bowl run, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to go out of the backfield. That's Quinshawn. He's going to catch it. He can do it in the air as well. This is just his game. Quinshawn is taking over. Absolutely taking over. And he's going to get the ball one more time as we are winding down in the 3rd quarter. That is unfortunate. No blocking from Trey Seat right there. Oh, that's not really Quinshawn's fault. Brings up a 2nd and 13 now. I don't really like being in that spot, but I do like Eddie Velasco here. I thought he'd have more separation and be able to run. That's Dion Henley, whatever his name is. I thought that Velasco would be just able to outrun him, but he didn't. He was not able to. In the pocket. I've got time. At least I did. And Enriquez delivers a beautiful ball to Devontae Smith. I had time in the pocket, but it quickly ended up not having time. Thankfully, I was able to get the ball away, but unfortunately, Devontae couldn't really turn up the field as effectively as I needed him to because he slipped in the snow. And Dion Henley. I remember Dion Henley being a menace in that first Charger game we played against them. As we've reached the final quarter of the AFC Divisional round, the Chargers are 6 minutes away from their season ending and them going to Cancun. We don't want to go to Cancun. We don't need to be there. We were there in Season 1 and Season 2. We don't need to be there again. We've had our fill of Cancun. We're ready to be at Disney World, defending our championship. 3rd and 3. They're going to bring a blitz, fire it in. Devontae Smith, break the tackle. He did, but he's only going to get a yard out of it. Not everybody blitzed, unfortunately. I thought that they would. Not everybody blitzed. This is going to be a Conrad Scholes handoff. He does play fullback for us. Let's see what happens. Conrad Scholes is denied turnover on downs. Maybe if I would have gave it to an actual running back, we might have had a chance, but they blew it up really well, so maybe nobody would have got there. Maybe nobody would have had that. Speaking of blowing it up, we blew up the read option. Myles Garrett, loss of 1. Justin Herbert trying to do it all himself. He can't do it. He's not Superman. He's not Drake May. He can't do that. That's a throw to Hampton. Flag by the Chargers. Holding or blocking the back. It's something. It is a block in the back. Good Lord. It is Adonai Mitchell, so I was right that it was Adonai Mitchell, but we're going to move them back 2nd and 14. The Chargers are crumbling in front of our eyes. Oh, speaking of crumbling, Herbert overthrows. Was that McConkey? Somebody he overthrew. He's starting to panic. The pressure, the big moments are getting to Herbert. He can't win playoff games. And Myles Garrett will sack him to end the drive. Well, they're probably going to go for it, I would think. What's going to happen here? They're down. They got to go for it, right? Myles Garrett hit a little bit of a salsa. And they are going to go for it from their own 7, 4th and 21. Really with their season on the line. What do they have up their sleeve? They're going to block Myles Garrett with the running back. Makes sense. He gets it away. It's going to be incomplete, and we will start from the 7. This game is over. They tried, but Justin Herbert just can't win the big one. He's no Julian Enriquez. He can't win the big one, and Jonathan Taylor will juke that man out of his boots into the next millennium and score the touchdown that will put this game out of reach. And yes, I am going to kick another field goal because I got to know that he can kick in the snow. He can't kick in the snow. What is with him not being able to kick in the snow? I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm very confused on why he can't kick in the snow. But it's not like it's going to cost us anything, so we are going to win this playoff game, move on to the AFC Championship to face off against the Bills in a rematch from last year. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was one of the two games, whether it was the divisional round or the AFC Championship. I'm assuming it was the championship game. I'd have to go back and look at the videos, but I'm assuming it was the championship game. I don't know for sure. It could have been the divisional round. Very, very easily could have been. But I can't remember. I can't remember who we would have played if we played the Bills in the division round. Who would have been in the AFC Championship? Because I know we played the Chiefs in the year 2 wild card and lost to them. And then we went to the year 3, we went to the wild card again, played the Jaguars on the road in Jacksonville. Then we went to the divisional round and played either the Bills or somebody else. Won that game. Because, yeah, I think it was the Bills in the division round because we had the snow game, the blizzard game that we just desperately won by like 5 points or whatever. It was a disgusting game, but we won it in the end. Speaking of disgusting, that was disgusting right there by Trey Harris. And then we went to the AFC Championship and played somebody. I can't remember who we played in that third game in the AFC Championship, and then we played the Bears in the Super Bowl. But for the life of me, cannot remember who we played in the AFC Championship. I guess I could check. Who did we play? Who did we play? That's a touchdown, David Njoku. Touchdown in the divisional round. Who did we end up playing against? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Super Bowl, AFC Championship. Who is that in the thumbnail? Is it the Chiefs? Did we play the Chiefs? It might be the Chiefs. It might be the Chiefs. I didn't have in the thumbnail who we played. Which, good by me, I guess. But, of course, their kicker can kick in the snow. I can't mine. So I don't know exactly. But I'm pretty sure it was the Bills in the division round because we had that whole blizzard game where we barely won it. That ball is recovered by the Chargers. We touched it first. I think it wouldn't have mattered. It went 10 yards, I'm pretty sure. This game is unfortunately not over. The Chargers get the recovery because Jerry Jeudy couldn't put his hands on it. And now the Chargers think they got some motion. Well, it's a good thing we put that extra touchdown on the board because now it's a 2-touchdown game again. Oh, missed throw from Herbert, 3rd and 3. A little bit of miscommunication. She's a fine lady. 3rd and 3. Myles Garrett trying to get there. Somebody got there. I think it might have been Mason Graham who got there. Somebody hit Herbert. Justin Herbert. And it's 4th and 3. This has got to be the final play of the game if they don't get it. We can't let them have any more time with the football. Herbert, corner, 2-on-1, incomplete pass. He tried to force it to McConkey, and it did not work. Great coverage from Kyle Hamilton and Denzel Ward. And that's got to be the game. It's got to be over right here. Timeout called by the Chargers. They've got 3 timeouts, well 2 now, plus the 2-minute warning. So they've got a chance. As long as they stop us from getting a first down, they can get the football back. And Tracy, right? Not, I don't even know, that might have been DeJuan Jones. Somebody ran right in front of me as I was trying to go through that hole. Of course they did. That's always what happens, isn't it? So instead of getting a first down, which I would have gotten on that play, and I get hit on the throw, Devontae was going to be open there, and unfortunately, we will have to punt. I can't go for this in the playoffs. Not in this scenario. So Corey Behore, Kez, will send this away, and I did not punt it very well, did I? The Chargers will have 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so technically 2 timeouts, and 2 minutes to go. They are still down by a touchdown plus a field goal. And that's the 2-minute warning. It is 7-18. They need a touchdown. Then they need to get another onside kick, which I hope doesn't happen again. Then they need another touchdown because they're down. They would be down by 4 at that point. So a field goal does nothing for them. And it's another flag on the Chargers, another block in the back. Yeah, I got to turn that down. That's 3 blocking the backs in a single playoff game. Are you serious? A single block in the back, really? That's kind of crazy. Njoku will motion. Got to get to quarterback. Got to get to the quarterback. They throw it quickly. He catches, holds on. It's 2nd and 4. Come on, defense. Let's play a little bit of ball right here. Let's play a little bit of ball. Hamilton tackling Njoku. It's 3rd and inches. Okay. I like a good 3rd and inches. We're going to blitz the linebackers, Schlesinger. Try to get to the quarterback. He can't get there. It's wide open. It's actually caught. It's a 1st down, LA. That wasn't a great throw, but he went up and climbed the ladder and got it. So I got to respect him, I guess. Got to respect him. Oh, that's got to be dropped. Lad McConkey holds on the hit. That was not a great ball either. Herbert's just chucking. He's just hucking and chucking, and it's working. A minute to go in the game. Garrett got chipped, but he's still going to get the... No, he's not going to get the sack because Herbert threw it away. I thought Miles had him again. He almost did. To the side, and that's incomplete. They tried to go to the flat. Hamilton was right there to bring him down if he would have caught it, but it's incomplete. Right out of the hands. A single minute is left in the season for the Chargers. 1st down. David Njoku catches and holds on. He is becoming a menace against us today. And they spike it with a timeout left. Okay. So they don't want to waste their timeout. They choose to spike. But that puts them in a weird spot. 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff. It's Ray Davis. He's going nowhere. Mike Green shuts him down. And now they're in a 3rd and goal already when they just got up here because of the spike. That's why it puts them in a weird situation. Herbert, end zone dropped, and Njoku couldn't hang on the tackle. Schlesinger got him in the back, and now he's beefing with Denzel Ward, former teammate. And they will take the field goal. Very interesting decision here. It is up and good. It is an 8-point game. They need the touchdown and the 2-point, but they got to get the onside first, and finally we recover it. That will be the ball game. Traylon Burks will recover the onside, and we will win the football game by 8. The Chargers made it competitive. I will give them credit for that. They made it a little bit closer than it needed to be, but in the end, the better team won. In the end, the better team comes out on top, and we will have a date with destiny against the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship. But thankfully, it's on our home turf. We do not have to go to Buffalo. And the Cleveland Browns will continue their playoff run in the next episode against the Buffalo Bills. It'll also be the 49ers versus either the Buccaneers or... Who was it? I forget who it was. I guess we'll find out. Advance to next week. Nope. Advance to next week. And we will see the matchups. It is us and the Bills, and it is the Cowboys and the 49ers. A classic 90s matchup right there. All right, so either us or the Bills or the Cowboys and the Niners in the Super Bowl. Hopefully it's us. Hopefully it's us. But that will do it for this episode. The next episode will be the AFC Championship. Then hopefully after that will be the Super Bowl. If not, it'll be the offseason, I guess. But the offseason episode, whenever it comes, will take a little bit longer to come out because I got to do all the scouting for the draft class and all that kind of stuff. So just be aware of that when we get there eventually. Hopefully it won't be for a couple episodes. But if it is after next episode, then it'll just be a little bit longer. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me get there, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Juice Club. But that's going to do it for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.